Welcome everyone to another live match for the average angler. We're on a teams of 4 silverfish match today. So we're at the Sedges. There's 2 lakes. There's this lake which I'm on today, which is brick. And then behind me we've got the tile lake. They're both the same sort of shape. So what's happening is we've got teams of 4. We've got an angler on this bank, an angler on this bank, an angler on this bank, and an angler on that bank over there. So you've got an angler on each bank and you're fishing against your own bank. Silverfish only, so carp don't count, which could be interesting because the weather seems just right for the carp to have a go today. What are we set up today? Well, we're being quite positive. We've got corn, big skimmers, and we've got maggots for everything else. Got some casters with me in there if I need them, or maybe not to use them. Got the waggler rod set up there and 3 top kits. I've got a long 16, oh, it's just a bit out of focus, so let's get it back in. Right, it's a long 16 metre line out there, look towards this shadow here. That's going to be corn only, just going to cut corn in there and try and catch better stampfish from there. In this gap here, in this white water here between these 2 trees, that's 13 metres, I'm going to tap some maggots in there, I'm going to ping maggots over that occasionally. And then down here in the top kitten one, I've got a little corn line as well, because sometimes you can catch those big skimmers short. You've got to catch many of them because they're 2 or 3 pounders, so it's worth a little go. And I've got the waggler to fish longer if I want. My logic is if I put some corn in on that long 16 metre line, and I'm pinging waggler long past 16 metres, even if I don't catch on the waggler long, I should be putting some fish in that area, and then hopefully some of them will come short onto that pole line where I've got them concentrated on a little pot of corn. That's my theory. I'm avoiding ground bait because I haven't been having much success with it in the last few weeks. It's been putting a lot of fish off. That might be a mistake. We'll see. Let's see how we go on. Oh, forgot to mention peg 9. Cheers. Bye. Right, guys. I'm just about coming up to the hour mark, and I think I've found a skimmer here. This is the first decent fish that I've up the match so far over the maggot line. I think he's foul locked unless he's wrapped around. Oh no, he's wrapped around. Look, so he's in the mouth. So that's nice. That's over the maggot line. It's lifted and dropped. Missed a couple of indications, kept lifting and dropping, lifting and dropping. I want to keep striking hard into the bites in case they're liners. So if I lift and drop gently, then when he's on, I'll look him. And sure enough, that's what's happened. Got a single maggot just nicked on there. So we didn't have anything short. We've had a couple of very, very tiny little skimmers about that big, and that's all we've had. Guys on either side of me have caught some fish, so if I start pinging some corn, get some maggots over the maggot third line. Still pinging 4 or 5 bits of corn every now and again out onto the waggler line, which is just past the pole line. That's where we're at, hour in. Not a lot, but one of my section's running away from it with it. And then I see that one on the drop again. Lifted, dropped. He's had it on the drop. Lifting and dropping it. And as the maggots are falling in. I'm just trying to guess when the maggots get to the bottom. Keep lifting and dropping, and hopefully there's a few maggots coming down and these skimmers are waiting for him, and then mine lifts and drops past their nose. Definitely going to go out and feed that corn line now, because I feel like I've had a couple of skimmers on this line. I don't want to come off it for another 20 minutes, see what we can do. At the end of his nose, look. Let's see what we can do. Let's top up these corn lines. I'm going to turn you off because you don't want to watch me do that. Catch you in a bit. 11:30. Half an hour after I spoke to you, I think, or maybe 15 minutes after I spoke to you. On the maggot line, I've hooked something which I thought, if I'm honest, I thought it was a bream. But it's fighting really, really hard now. It could be a carp. A small carp. Could be an eel. I think it's an eel though, because he wasn't on the. I didn't knock him on the bottom. I hooked him a foot off the bottom of this fish. I think it might be a small carp. I'm hoping it's a tench because I don't really like it to be a carp or a big perch or something, but it's fighting a lot harder than a big perch would fight. Definitely not a bream. It's a little carp, isn't it? Could have thought that was a skimmer when I hooked him. I thought that was a skimmer when I hooked him. Hmm? No, it's a carp. Little 3-pounder or so. That's a shame. Oh God, another 2-hour update. I keep thinking about going out on that cord line I've just pinged there with a waggler. Every time I do, something happens on this 13-metre maggot line. It just means that I can't come off it. I've just had a foul up skimmer, but it was one of the best ones I've had all day. So I'll just stick with it in case there's a few more there. There we are, is that it? It's a carp, I think it's a skimmer. I'll put a run of these fish together then, which there's no lamb coming off this line. These are exactly what we want. It's the first fish all day that I haven't been able to disgorge with my fingers. Which is a sign that, like I'm saying, the float's just that little bit too high in the water. It's taking me a little bit longer than I would normally to strike. A little look, see what we got. It seemed to me like there's maybe a trim shot's come off there. Stick with it for another putt. I'm going to take the grease off the bristle, see how it sits there. The only thing that's really changed is I'm not feeding it quite as frequently as I was. I'm feeding it with bigger pouches. Just trying to make sure that whatever's there is being pushed down a little bit. Something decent sized pouches. Corn's still going out there, the corn's been going out all day. They're everywhere, aren't they? They're everywhere today, aren't they? I've hooked a few today. There's another nice skimmer, I think. And that's what we're doing. Now, don't think that it's been like this for the last hour, because it hasn't, guys. It's literally, instead of you guys being the curse of the camera like you have done in the past, you've been the good luck charms today. A nice bite there. That's another skimmer, not a carp. Definitely picking up a few fish now. No, it's a carp yet. Oh, it's going to have a good chance it's a carp. I think it might. Let's skimmer this. Come in shallow. They come shallow, the skimmers do, whereas the carp, they stay deep. I think this is a good skimmer. It may even be an eel. It's a skimmer. Rolled around the upland. Rolled himself up. Just nipped in the bottom there. Beautiful. Right guys. Just gone out on the waggler. Took me a couple of casts to get it right. Corn kept coming off the hook. I've had to mess about while I'm hooking it. And as soon as I've got it where I've been putting the feed in, gone straight away. Got something, I don't know what it is. It's a skin bob. Looks nice. A few more, then we'll be happy. So we're going to try to keep the feed going in both lines. Miles off the spot again, but I'm just going to stop to feed. Keep casting right, I don't know what's going on. It's because I know if I get it on the spot I'm going to catch, and so I'm putting pressure on myself to get it on the spot. Can't see where my float is. I'm just going to quickly feed that line and this line. And get the float back out there where it needs to be. I'll re-up that corn because I've got a nice small hook on. She's nice because I can strike through the corn really well, but also it means it casts through the corn a bit. Just to make sure I hook it properly. Hook it nicely. Too bad. Might be somewhere in the kill zone. So I'll just switch the cameras on, guys. Doing updates. That's 3 hours. 3 hours in. I had a nice little run of skimmers in the last hour on that maggot line. Oh, yes. Oh, could be a carp. Could be. Got a heck of a bend in this rock. Yeah, that's the world's most powerful skimmer if that's a skimmer. I said that's the world's most powerful skimmer if it's a skimmer. I'm trying to keep him away from you, mate. Can't do much. I was hoping there's not too many of these out there. It seemed to be a carpy sort of day, didn't it? Putting a bend in me rod, isn't it? It's a big one, this one is, I think. It's a hippo. There we are. I wasn't expecting him. That's about the fourth or fifth I think I've had today. You've had a few as well, haven't you? Everyone's catching him. He's an 8-pounder, maybe a bit more. I've got 45 minutes to go. Off the core, just had a couple of carp on it. And onto this maggot line. I'm going to put the magnets. And a nice skimmer straight away. And I've had a few missed bites. And I've had a few small little tiny fish. So just come off the bottom of the foot again. Weird indication, so I've got off the bottom of the foot and see what's going on. Sometimes these skimmers just sit above the bottom there, it's deep water. Just sit off the bottom of the foot. You'll know pretty quick, you'll get a bite straight away. Caught a couple doing this today. Also caught a couple of carp doing this today, which was weird. Just sitting there with the maggot dangling a foot off the bottom, just suspended. And the float dinking was a carp on twice, and I had a nice skimmer doing it. Quite nice skimmers, but it didn't work for very long, so just got to give it another try now. I'm not feeling like it's a short long day, so I've kind of not bothered with it so much in the last hour. Not feeding it and that. Maybe a mistake on my behalf, I don't know. Just swing it out past like the rig falling behind the back of the feed. I couldn't wait all day here. Just tried to make an area where I fish when I do. I've sort of fished in and around it, and caught around it. It's just never really been prolific. People around there fish the ground bait and the more traditional skimmer approaches, and they ain't had much more success than the little indication on it was Saturday. I missed. Probably a small fish, but sometimes them skimmers just give you a little dink. It's gone in the air. Back on the jack. See, this means that I feel like I want to stay here and go out onto the. So I do get a little fish, I'll put on the waggler. But the fish on the waggler are bigger. It's tricky to know what to do. Fishing with I caught most of my fish on this line today, and it's a number 6 old school solid Preston elastic, the old slip, not slick. That's slip, not the Jura one, just the normal one. A lot of fish in this sort of stamp bracket. Probably was the fish that gave me that initial dink, because he's got it down his neck and he's just swam off with it probably. I'm going to have to stay on here for another 5 minutes before I go on the corner and again. Doesn't matter. It's all good, isn't it? Something's had a maggot there. I think it could be a carp. I think it is a carp, yeah. Yeah, you've got a carp on. This is the problem fishing out there, but I find it. You seem to have lined up a lot of carp on it. About number 7 or 8, I think, isn't it? Probably 7 or 8 of these today. So I probably had 7 or 8 of these. You can't be far off that. Let me give me rod a test start anyway. Right, yeah. If I was trying to catch him, I wouldn't be able to. That's the irony. There he is, a little 3 or 4 pound, probably 4 pound. A bit thin, so he's probably not 5. About 20 minutes left now. There's another carp, I think. Yeah, there's another carp. This might be a size off this line because I want to catch this carp out there. I'm not going to be outdone by you. Got myself another one. Not to be outdone, I've got myself another. Nice one, this one is. Oh, he's missed the net. What's happened to me? I've just started recording another video. It's got to them. First unit. There he is. It's a double. The size of him. He's a chunk. Enjoying the corn out there on a long line again.